Thank you for everyone showing up today. This is going to be it's going to be one of our biggest promotions. We have probably close to between Rancho and Chino, probably close to about 90 people getting promoted, which is, I think, is our biggest promotion. This means that the program is growing and the team is getting stronger. With that, we have a lot of blue belts that we're going to give out. So we're gonna kind of try to call a person's name, get them up here to get a belt, and then get the next person ready to go. So that way, it's not going to take up the whole day to get through the names. For the blue belts, I'm going to kind of just hand the torch off to Mansoor and Manny, since Mansoor runs most of the fundamental classes now and is working with the white belts more hands-on than I am. We're going to have him give out the blue belts. I'll jump in with some of the guys that train with me in my morning and night classes. And then Manny will take care of the Chino Hills guys, and then we'll get going. He's trained off and on with us for a long time. He's worked with some of our fighters in the past with some boxing training, and he's back in the gym with us. He's been off and on for a while. Should have got his blue belt a while ago. Juan Perez.
Jonathan Ederling. Congratulations. Justin Pittsburgh. Kadir Gonzalez. Jason Montez.
Okay, this person trains a lot with me at night. He's a little monster. Josh, come up. Hey. This next guy, he shines in the tournaments. He's one of the guys that, when he first signed up for his first tournament, I was a little weary of how he was going to do. And he double gold, and he won his bracket and the winner's bracket. And ever since then, I think every time he competes, he's double golded. And there's an ongoing feud between him and Jonathan. And every Friday they have a death match upstairs, and it's pretty fun to watch. Tommy Gunn, where you at?
Sean Scott.
So he's got a little group of ninjas that he's been raising. This is one of them, guys. You guys are killing it.
the belt. Rico! Matt Robles. Van Jackson. Hey, my other band.
He just competed just recently, won. He's went through the whole fundamental system with Mansoor, and he's one of the tougher guys in the morning to roll with. He's got the nickname called the Bull. Big Rick, where you at? Hey.
Champ is here.
All right, so I announced this person earlier. They weren't here, but again, really proud of this kid. Started in our kids program, got bumped up to the kids comp class with me. Made it to masters this year in wrestling. Just walked in the door. Jake, come up.
Alan Roman.
You got a haircut?
I know.
He knew he's getting promoted.
Daisy.
This next person is her and her entire family train with us. Her two boys, she trains with us, and her husband trains with us too. Her husband and me, we worked a long time ago in the bars out in Orange County, so we go way back. They walked in our gym probably about 3 or 4 years ago, and it's been one of the best group of people we've ever had training with us. They show up for all the events. The kids always compete. They're 100% supportive of the team. The reason why those two kids are as good as they are is because of the parents that raised them. Shelly, come up.
another gym, right? I see him, he's always working, he's tough. You know what I mean? Colin Shockey. I had the pleasure to meet this person, his whole family. They're all great, amazing people. I had the pleasure to go out with this person, right? Always the life of the party. Mauricio, come on up.
Jacob, come on up. David, Big David. Manny, Carlos, come on up. Brian. Christian, Laura. Gabriel, Laura.
Person trains with me at night. He's a close friend to some of the guys from the gym, Nick Vance and some of the other guys. Tough role. Kids wrestle at Rancho with Jake. Robbie, come up there.
Jesse Gonzalez. This is a Chino member. He's young. He's been with us for a while. Sometimes he gets a little shaky, like when he would enter like big tournaments or like pancration fights. But he would always smash, right? And he proved that he was ready. Julian, come get you back.
person, I should have got promoted last year, and he's another one that's just a freak athlete. Same thing, enters tournaments and wins them all the time. I just actually rolled with him a couple of days ago. My fingers are still sore from the gi, and he's a hammer. Carell.
I don't like this.
Training off and on just for a while. He's one of those guys that just secretly enters tournaments and doesn't really tell a lot of us about it until I get the picture of him winning double gold. He's usually, if he's not winning gold, he's winning silver, and he's always double gold. And I wanted to bump him up. Hey, Carlos. Kind of got back into picking up his training. Got his blue belt back in 2018, and is a really good, tough roll. You'll see him a lot at Peerless too. Brendan Keys, where you at? Okay, this person spends a lot of time with me training. He's not only part of the Jiu-Jitsu program, but he's part of the MMA program. He's here. He's a really disciplined, determined person. Spends all day long at the gym here. He'll be here all morning and all night. And he's really stepped his game up in competing. He's been winning all his Jiu-Jitsu tournaments. He just recently won his second pro MMA fight, Corvac.
This is the way inside the belt. Okay, it's in. You gotta I will record.
This next person trains with me in the morning. She's been training with us off and on for a long time, and she's like she's got one of the funniest personalities, and she's not just very close to me, but as close to my wife as well. And she's a nail on the ground, and we can't hold her back any longer. Kelly. So this guy, he came to us probably about maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. He competed, or he trained up in Stockton. He actually wrestled with Coach Javi at Menlo, and guys, he's a nail. Just a little bit about him. Guy didn't really wrestle high school. Walked right onto a JV team. Within a year and a half, gets a full ride scholarship to Menlo. Just a natural grappler. Made his pro debut just recently. He's got a fight coming up April 8th. He coaches here, coaches the adult program and the kids program. Is probably one of the most dynamic competitors that I've ever trained, and he's got a big, bright future. Ian. This person in the morning with me. He's a brute, big physical guy. Physical guy, been competing off and on for a while. Just recently stepped in. Recently just stepped up and competed in the Nogi Worlds as purple and dominated every single match. Everyone that rolls with him knows they're in for a battle. Big Josh, or no better. This person is one of, he's actually been with us back when he was in the youth program too. And he's been training with us for years. He's part of the nightclub. Sometimes I'll have him teach some of the technique, and honestly, sometimes I feel like he teaches it better than I do. He's just really has a good understanding and grasp of Jiu-Jitsu. He's a very technical grappler, very detailed and technical coach. He's probably one of the guys in the room when guys from other gyms come in that talks to me about, and he gets a lot of compliments, and that's Brandon. Okay, this next person has been training with me and Manny for a very long time. Probably, I think when he first walked in the room, it was at the 6th Street location back in 2003, and so I'm playing catch up with him, and he's one of the guys that he was one of our MMA guys. He competed in Jiu-Jitsu tournaments. He was a college wrestler. With work, he just got a little, he wasn't able to stay as consistent. And now he's back full time. He's part of the coaching staff here at Rancho. And now mainly at Chino Hills. He's part of the amateur and professional.
I don't like him personally.
the MMA team. And he should have probably got this years ago, and I'm glad to have him here with us. Vince. Is a person that I use as an example to a lot of my amateur and pro athletes. This is a person who not only am I close with through training, but outside the gym. She's very close to my wife. We spend a lot of time, our kids spend a lot of time together. She's a coach here. She works the front desk, and she's also one of our pro fighters. And I tell her before she walks into the cage every single time, I tell her, look, you out of anyone I train has an excuse not to show up to practice. She raises 2 kids. She gets up before anybody else who shows up to the gym does. She takes those girls, she takes them to school. She's here before everybody else. And when she's on the clock, she's working hard. She got her collarbone broken. While waiting for surgery, I walk into the gym, she's got it in a sling and she's throwing jabs. Like, she doesn't let anything hold her back. And she's built different. She's gonna make a lot of noise in MMA, and you know, it's what I would like to see in everyone. She's just they don't work much harder than this person. Taylor. Last belt promotion, I was playing catch up with giving degrees out to some of the black belts, and this person has been training with me back since Pomona. That's a long time ago. So we started Pomona in 1999, and this is where me and this person started training. So we got a lot of history together, over 24 years of history. The first time I've ever heard of this person, he was actually one of those guys that when you start studying Jiu-Jitsu, and when the Gracies came to the US, you would hear about challenge matches, guys that would step in and challenge the Gracies. He's one of the guys that challenged the Gracies. That's just the kind of person he is. And we became very close. He's a retired lieutenant in the SWAT, LA SWAT. He's a US Marine. He's now helping out again with the coaching staff. We lost a little contact through COVID, but he's now back in the room with us. He's like a big brother to me, Dave Christian. This person actually came to us, I believe from Team Quest, if I'm not mistaken, and jumped right in with our MMA program. And he has fought and competed against some of the toughest names in MMA right now: Brian Ortega, Derek Anderson, and he went to war with Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega could not tap him. It was probably one of the best fights I've ever cornered. Talk about a person with heart. Right, and as he was competing in MMA, he was competing in Jiu-Jitsu and became one of our black belts. Now part of the coaching staff, and I just want to make sure we get caught up with him, Chris Mercado. All right, so belt promotion day is a day of happy tears, and it's a day of sad tears. Some of you guys didn't get promoted. If any of you guys have any complaints, talk to Manny about it.
The janitor.
But it's just one of those things. If you didn't get promoted, it's not a bad thing. It's just sometimes we want to see a little bit more out of you. And I know with the daily grind of work and family and stuff like that, it's hard. But we just show up. We do the best we can. We train, and when the time's right, you get promoted. So we are going to try to do a mid-year promotion. Because these belt promotions are just getting so big that waiting once a year it just seems like it's just becoming too long of a promotion. So we're gonna try to split it up. This will kind of help some of you guys who are kind of like in between a year to get promoted. But I believe like next year is going to be probably probably next year. The next mid belt promotion, there's going to be a lot of lower belts getting promoted, but I believe the end of next year is going to be probably our biggest belt promotion as far as like purple belts, brown belts, and black belts. There's a lot of guys in this room right now who could be purple belts. You know, I just want to see a little more out of them. There's a lot of guys here that should be that can compete and hang with brown belts, and there's a lot of guys in here, and we all know who you are, that can beat and tap black belts out. You know, I mean, you guys tap me out, so I mean, it's just one of those things where we just want to see a little bit more time put in. But this is a beautiful thing that's happening. Not just with Rancho and Chino Hills, but the relationship that we have with Steven and everybody from Peerless. Steven's one of my babies, and his gym is thriving, and I love seeing it. Georgie's another one of my babies. His gym is growing and getting stronger, and the fact that we got Flock, who just opened up his gym. Congratulations. The group is getting bigger and bigger, and with each of these guys building their gym up and us all cross-training, it just makes us better. It just makes the team stronger overall. We all help each other out. We all support each other. It just creates magic. So I'm really excited to see what's happened with the Jiu-Jitsu program. I'm really proud of everyone that got promoted today. Everyone that didn't get promoted, you're there. Just keep pushing. Coaching staff, I say it over and over. Me and Manny have the best coaching staff in the world. We have a lot of people who show up and love their job, and it shows with the kind of effort they put into you guys. So thank you to the staff. Thank you to the front desk who's is the lifeline of the business. You know, getting the leads in here and helping us produce the signups and getting the new generation of our Jiu-Jitsu team going. Thank you guys. We got some food coming right now, so don't take off. Hang out and eat. Carlos, we want to do like a big team picture. So I don't know if we're going to do it separated by belts or we're just going to do one big group team picture. But don't leave the mats. Okay? Anything?